Ya, nomor urut 15 atas nama Elizabeth Jane.
Elizabeth.
Oke, disilakan Elizabeth.
Di atas atau di bawah bagus?
Di bawah aja lah.
Bawah aja.
Tapi di atas. Bawah aja lah bagus ya.
Bawah aja. Nah.
Rumpelstiltskin. In a land far, far away, there is a poor girl who had a daughter. Her daughter was very clever and diligent. Her daughter was named Hope. One day, the miller told to other people that her daughter could spin the gold out of straw. The people was mad about it, so they complained about it to the king. And the king decided to teach him a lesson. The king invited the miller to the castle. Oh ho ho, my majesty, it's an honor to meet you. Well, since you haven't known anything about me and my daughter, I'll tell you about it. Oh yes, please, go ahead. I have a daughter that is the most beautiful and the cleverest in the world. Not just that, she could spin gold out of straw. Oh, that is an art that fits me well. Please, bring her by the evening. I want to put her in a few quick tasks. All right, Your Majesty. I'll bring her to the ceremony. When the miller got back to the home, he told the daughter all the pretty. Father, I told you to not lie to anyone. Now you're trapped in your own lie. The father was ashamed of himself. He was speechless. So in the evening, they go to the castle and to face the upcoming, I forgot the word. Oh, look at you. You're as beautiful as your daughter, as his father described it. You're as beautiful as what your father described it. But I'll put you in a few quick tests to see if you're as clever as what your father described. So the king took her into a very big, large room full of straw with a spindle. By the morning, if you didn't finish all this job, you and your father shall die. Keep the guard. Don't let this girl escape. The girl was crying and crying and crying until it was midnight. And then a little man appeared and said, "Good evening, miller's daughter. Why are you crying?" "The king told me to spin all of this straw into gold by the morning, but I don't know how." "What will you give me if I spin it all for you?" "Here, a necklace. Took it." So the little man seated himself in the wheel and started spinning, whir, 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 3 times in a row. And the puppet was already filled with gold. He did it again and again and again and again until all the straw was up. And then the little man disappeared. The king was amazed and put her in another task. She bring her back into the room, but this time there's more straw than before. If you follow you and your father's life, you shall spin all this gold and all this straw into gold by the morning. The girl began crying and crying and crying again. And the little man reappeared for the second time. "What will you do to me? What will you give me if I do it to you this time?" "Here, my ring. Take it." So he took the ring and began to spin. This time it's a little bit faster until all the gold was gone. The little man disappeared. The king was amazed one more. "Tonight you shall come back to my place, and I'll give you one last task. And if you accomplish it, you shall become the queen of our kingdom." So in the evening, the king bring her to a larger room with more straw. The girl began to cry again. The little man appeared and asked, "What will you give me if I spin all of this straw to gold?" "I have nothing left to give you." Okay, don't cry. you shall give me your first daughter, your first child. The little girl doesn't know what to say, so she said yes. The little man started to spin again, whir, faster than before.
Lupa ko.
All the
Na yung
goals, all the stars
Lima
went
menit.
to goal.
Lupa ko na yung
The king was very happy in the morning. So, the next day they got married. In a year time, they brought a very beautiful child into this world. One day, when the queen was alone in her bedroom, the little man appeared. Have you ever thought about your promise, my queen? No, I haven't. But please, don't take my child. I'll give you anything you want. I would rather something living than all the desert in this world. So, please, don't take my child. Please, I beg you, little man. Please. Alright. I'll give you 3 days to guess my name. And if you didn't know my name, I'll take your child. The little man disappeared. That night, the queen was thinking all the names that she ever heard. In the morning, she sent a messenger to search far and wide to look at all the names that she could find. The man appeared in the evening, and the queen started saying, reading the list. Is your name Hans? No. Is your name Albert? No. And she kept reading and reading and reading until all the names in the
Kalau
list
lebih
was
nanti
gone.
di-remind me kalau Agi tinggal satu menit
Every
lah.
time she said
Ini
name, the
kasih
little
tahu.
man would always say no. It also do the same thing to the tomorrow. Until the last day, the messenger says
Pak Imam nggak datang, apa nggak sampai undangan kemarin?
I was sitting in here. I follow how the little man was singing. Today I bake, tomorrow I go. Then I'll flash the queen new child. Who it's I'm glad that no one knows. Rumpelstiltskin is my name. The queen was so happy. In the evening, when the little man appeared, she started reading. Is your name Hans? No. Is your name Robert? No. Is your name
Cukup bang. Oke, cukup nak.
Rumpelstiltskin?
Oke, cukup.
Closing.
Closing.
Thank you.
Give applause for Elizabeth.
Oke, tepuk tangan untuk Elizabeth Jane dari kelas 7 dengan nomor urut 15. Selanjutnya dengan nomor urut 16 atas nama Bianca Sawyer dari kelas 8.
Yeah, hello, good morning everyone. Good morning everyone. I would like to remind you that please make sure your study that no longer than 5 minutes, yeah? So maximum is 5 minutes. Ready? Tell me when you are ready.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to set the timer.
Sabar, Mister.
Okay,
Mic-nya belum ada.
ready?
Mic-nya?
Oh, microphone, ya.
Masa aku tidak terlihat?
Lupa.
Oke. Lu, Mister.
Oke ya.
Wait. Oke.
Oke, ready? 1, 2.
Hello everybody, my name is Bianca and I am going to tell you the story of the golden cucumber, or in Indonesia, timun emas. Once upon a time, in a small village, lived an old grandma. This grandma always wanted a child, but she never gotten a child. So she went up the hill and asked the big ogre, "Oh ogre, can you give me a child? I have been wanting one for so long. I feel so lonely inside. I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do." "Ho, ho, ho, ho," said the ogre. "If you want a child, I will give it to you, but at one cost. When she turns 18, I will come and get her, and then proceed to eat her." Yes, I understand, ogre. Please, I just need a child. I want a child so badly. Popo, your wish is my command. Plant these seeds and I will give you happiness. These seeds, what do they grow into? You shall find that out for yourself. The old grandma goes back to her house and plants them in front of her house. Next day, when she woken up, she realized that something was outside the garden. She runs, and then she realized that in front of her door was a big golden cucumber. She took the big cucumber inside, and when she cut it open, there lies the small little baby sleeping. The grandma was so shocked that she didn't know what to do. She gracefully picked up the child, and then after that, put it on the table. She named the child Golden Cucumber. And then, when the Golden Cucumber turned 18, she was worried that the ogre would come. So she ran and ran to the magical witch. Oh dear, can you help me? I need help or else the ogre will come and eat my daughter. Oh, you want to protect your child, I see. If you want to protect your child, here, get these and give them to your daughter and tell her to run as far as she can until the ogre is defeated. The grandma gets the stuff and brings them to Golden Cucumber. Golden, can you give these? Later, an ogre will chase you down and hunt you down. So you need these to protect yourself. The Golden Cucumber agreed and then proceeded to run. And then as soon as the Golden Cucumber ran, the ogre was behind it already chasing her. Dun 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 dun. Ho ho ho, little girl, come here, let me eat you. The Golden Cucumber was so scared and ran and ran and ran. When she was running, she pulled out the first item, which was cucumber seeds. She threw them at the ogre, and then the ogre was stuck from the field of cucumber. But somehow the ogre got loose and ran to chase her again. Ran and ran. The Golden Cucumber was getting scared. And then she pulled up her second item, which was the needles, which she threw away, and then formed a big bamboo field. The ogre was screaming, oh, these hurt so badly, I cannot tell you. Oh, the ogre was yelling from how sharp the bamboo was. And then the ogre managed to escape and chase the cucumber even faster. The cucumber picked up her second item, which was salt, which she threw once again, which formed a big sea. And there she was, seeing the ogre probably already inside the water, but somehow the ogre could swim. The ogre swam and swam. The Golden Cucumber was scared and ran again. And when the ogre managed to escape, she took out her next item, which can help her. She threw her last item, and her last item was shrimp paste, or in Indonesia, terasi. And then the cucumber ran and stopped at somewhere safe, seeing the ogre sunk into the lake, which he couldn't move because of how tired and how injured he was. The Golden Cucumber was finally happy and decided to go back to her grandma. Grandma, I managed to kill the ogre. Now we can live happily ever after. The grandma was crying. Oh, Golden Cucumber, I am so happy. Thank you. The end.
Oke.
Thank you very much.
Cik. Oke, mana tepuk tangannya untuk Bianca Sawyer dari kelas 8 di bawah binaan Miss Amel ya, wali kelasnya ya. Iya, Miss Amel. Oke, selanjutnya nomor urut 17 atas nama Grace dari kelas 7. Oke, mikrofon di Mr. Suranto.
Hello everyone, my name is Grace and I'm from grade 7. Today I am going to present a story entitled The Two Sisters. Once upon a time, in a village called Isengard, there lived two sisters, one called Gloria and the other one Zorian. They were like two pot, but one was good and the other was bad-tempered. Now, their father fell ill, and the girls thought about going to service. I will go first and see what I can make out of it, Zorian said ever so cheerfully. Then Eustace can follow if I bring good fortune. So she packed a bundle, said goodbye, and went on her way to search for a place. When she was on her way searching for a place, she passed through an oven with loaves of bread baking. The oven happened to cry out to her, little girl, please take us out. Please do take us out. If you do not take us out, we will be burned." So, being a kind, obliging little girl, she took the loaf of bread out and went on her way, saying, "You shall be more comfortable now." Then she went and went till she passed through a tree. Then the tree happened to cry out to her, little girl, please shake my branches. I am overburdened by my fruit. I couldn't even stand straight anymore." So, being a kind, obliging little girl, she shook the branches and went on her way, saying, "You shall be more comfortable now." When she was passing through the evil, wicked witch's house, suddenly the wicked witch went out of her house and offered the girl a job. The witch promised her good wages, so she agreed and she worked with the witch. The little girl didn't like the witch because the witch used to have boiled babies for supper. It disgusted her to her stomach, but she didn't want to go home penniless, so she stayed on sweeping, dusting, and cleaning. But there was one rule that the witch told her to never do, which was to look up the chimney. She didn't really think much of it. It was only looking up the chimney, so she kept on sweeping and mopping and dusting. But one day, when the witch was out in one of her witch errands, suddenly she heard a sound from the chimney. So she looked up and forgot about the rule. And lo and behold, a big bag of gold fell plump on her lap. She immediately packed a bundle and ran away with the gold. The witch happened to see her, so the witch ran after her. The girl happened to pass the tree, so she asked the tree for his help. "Mr. Tree, oh Mr. Tree, please hide me, for if the witch will find me, she'll pick my bones and bury them under the garden stones." The tree was nice because the little girl helped the tree, so the tree hid her. Then the witch came flying past the tree, so the witch asked, "Mr. Tree, oh Mr. Tree, have you seen my naughty little maid with a willy bag and a great big bag who stole my money, all I had?" Then the tree replied, "No, I haven't, mother dear, not for 7 years." So then the witch flew past the wrong direction. The girl got down, thanked the tree politely, and went on her way. But suddenly she passed through an oven, and the witch was behind her, shouting angrily, "Come back here, you little maid." So then she asked the oven for the oven's help. "Mr. Oven, oh Mr. Oven, please hide me, for if the witch will find me, she'll pick my bones and bury them under the garden stones." So the oven hid her, and the witch flew past the oven. "Mr. Oven, have you seen my naughty little maid with a willy wag and a great big bag who stole my money, all I had?" Then the oven replied, "No, mother dear, not for 7 years." So the witch gave up and went back to her house. Then the little girl went back home safely. Then her sister Gloria didn't like what Zorian did. She was jealous, so she immediately packed a bundle and went the same way where Zorian went. But then, when Gloria passed through the oven and the oven asked for her help, instead, Gloria said, "No, I will not help you. I don't want to burn my fingers for saving your crisp. So just wait again." So she went past the tree, and when the tree asked for her help, instead she giggled and plucked one ripe apple and said, "One is enough for me. You can keep the rest." So then she went on her way until she went to the witch's house. The witch offered her good wages, so she agreed. And she worked and worked and worked. And there was one rule, which was to never look up the chimney. She really wanted to look up the chimney, but she was scared of the witch. So she waited for the witch to go away. And then she looked up the chimney. And lo and behold, a big bag of gold fell plump on her lap. She immediately ran away, but the witch saw her again and chased after her. Then the little girl passed through the
Make it fast.
So the girl passed through the tree and asked for her help, but the tree didn't want to because the girl didn't help the tree. So then she ran away, but then the witch asked the tree, and the tree said, "Yes, mother dear." She went down there. So the witch caught up to the girl, took the bag of gold, and gave her a good beating. So the moral of the story is to remember one good turn deserves another. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, okay, give applause for Grace. Thank you.
Cing. Oke, mana tepuk tangannya untuk Grace dari kelas 7 dengan nomor urut 17. Selanjutnya kita kembali lagi ke kelas 8 dengan nomor urut 18 atas nama Rainer. Mana pendukungnya kelas 8? Mana pendukungnya Rain? Oke. Go Rain. Mikrofon di Mr. Agus.
Here's the microphone. Okay.
You want this or not?
Oh yeah, maybe. Okay.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
My name is Aina Aserezi from class 8, and today I'm gonna present to you my story. Santarella, the tale of the envious prince. Once upon a time, there was a rumor in the town who said that in a deep part of the forest lived a girl. Many people doesn't believe the rumor, but some of them seems to believe it. Nami Snowin is a beautiful young lady who is set on from the rumors. She lived with her 7 brothers in the forest and does the housework and cooking while they're out for mining. And one day, a certain prince comes to see if the rumors were true. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? Ask of Phil Scorenheim, the prince of the kingdom. Nami Snowin is the fairest, your highness. What did you just say? I said, Nami Snowin is the fairest, your highness. It can't be. I was supposed to be the fairest of them all. Me, and only me! Who is this girl you're talking about? Nami Snowin, sir. She is a beautiful young lady who is set from the rumors that is happening in the town. The mirror then shows an image of a Nami, and when seeing Nami, Phil just stunned and didn't say anything. I suppose I let the girl go, only this time. The more and more Phil keep watching Nami from his mirror, the more he is very amazed by her. Until one day he realized that he loves her and he needs her. And one day he knows exactly what to do. Just like any other day, Nami was just doing her housework and then get bored eventually. Maybe I should read something while waiting for my brothers to get back. Who is it? Nami opens the door and saw a lavender-haired boy selling apples, handing apples to her. Excuse me, miss. If you don't mind, I have this apple for you. Would you like to try it? No worry, it's all free for you. Oh, sure. How kind of you. Good job, Apple. Good boy. As you wish, Your Highness. Apple then walks away from the house, leaving Bill with Nami's dead body. He then carried Nami in the brother's cell and chopped his dark. Now you're all mine, little Snow White. He gets back to his palace and laid Nami on a bed full of roses. Finally, you're mine, and only mine. Despite being in the fairest of them all, you have an innocent-looking face, huh? Such a rare type of girl. He looks at Nami as if she was a fragile doll. Phil couldn't do anything except being amazed by Nami's beauty. Everyone always adores you. Everyone always loves you. Just being a rumor already makes you so beautiful. Well, now even them can take over me. Good night, little Snow White. And someday Prince Charming will come. When 7 of Nami's brothers get back home, they were greeted by an empty house and they start worrying about Nami. But then they found out the truth thanks to Apple, who is tired of being Phil's right-hand man and doing his dirty job. But they couldn't do anything unless feeling sorrow and sad because they lost their little sister. As for now and then, Nami, the little Snow White, under the envy love of the prince, has fallen asleep forever. Her heart and soul belong to him forever. That's my story. Thank you.
Oke, give applause for Rainer.
Cek cek. Oke, mana tepuk tangannya untuk Rainer? Oke, selanjutnya masih ada peserta kita, masih tersisa 2. Dan sekarang kita ke nomor urut 19, masih dari kelas 7 dengan wali kelas Miss Irda atas nama Elisan. Mana pendukungnya Elisan kelas 7 mana? Iya, go Elisan.
5 minutes ya. 5 minutes ya, Alison. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready ya.
Hello
1.
everyone, today I will tell you the story of the little match girl. Once upon a time, in a cold and snowy day, there lived a little girl named Ayano. Ayano is a poor girl who sells matches on the streets. One day, she was selling matches in one evening. Matches, buy some matches, she yells. But still, nobody buys any matches. She sees the sky, and it began to snow and snow. Oh, it's freezing. She only had a scarf to warm her neck. She continued to sell matches. Matches, buy some matches. But still, nobody buy any matches. It gets dark. There was nobody on the streets.
Calm down.
Oh, it's freezing. I will light one match. She lighted one match. There was a tiny fire. It was warm. But the match goes out quickly. She lighted the second match. But she fell asleep later. She dreamed. Her wearing all the beautiful dress she wanted, and while admiring the moon, the second match goes out. She lighted the third match and dreamed. Her eating all the delicious food she wanted in a cozy and a warm house. The third match goes out. She lighted the last match and dreamed of her grandmother speaking to her and said, "Ayano, my dear, let's watch the stars together." A minute later they talk and a minute later they talk. Ayano was laying down on the mat and freezing and smiled for the very last time. The end.
Give applause for Alison. Yeah, well done Alison. Yeah.
Oke, mana tepuk tangannya untuk Elisan dari kelas 7. And then peserta terakhir di storytelling
Oh, the last lah.
dari kelas 9 atas nama Monica Chin dengan nomor urut 20. Kelas 9, mana suaranya? Mana suaranya?
Tes.
Wait a minute. Okay. I'm setting the timer. Ready? Okay. Starting now.
Hello everyone, I am Monica from grade 9 and I'm here to tell you a story. About a magician and a parrot. Once upon a time, a clever magician worked on a cruise ship in the Caribbean. The magician performed many different tricks each night. The tourists and the crowd loved the magician. Loved the magician. Loved the magician. The magician.
Give applause for Monica. Yeah, I mean.
Love the magician.
Don't be nervous. Calm down.
Can I start over again?
Yeah, okay.
Once upon a time, a clever magician worked on a cruise in the Caribbean. The magician performed many different tricks each night. The tourists and the crowd loved the magician. The magician's crowd changed every day, so the magician didn't come up with any new tricks. Instead, he used the same tricks over and over again. On the ship, the captain of the ship had a pet parrot. The parrot sat and noticed the magician. Now, keep in mind that the parrot was an intelligent bird. Within a few days, the parrot figured out how the magician's tricks worked. The magician's crowd changed every night, but the captain's pet remained the same. Remained the same. The parrot would noisily screech and gave away the magician's tricks. Look, the hat's changed, he screamed. Then he croaked. Why are all parts in this neck ace of spades? The magician became extremely annoyed. But he couldn't do anything to the annoying parrot. After all, the annoying parrot was the captain's pet. Things went on in a similar manner until one stormy night, the ship sank. A terrible storm had destroyed the ship. Had destroyed the ship. The ship had been broken up into many small pieces. The crew members are also separated. Many passengers and the ship's crew members have drowned as well. The parrot flown away and found himself clinging onto. The parrot flown away and found its big wooden trunk and placed himself on it. Luckily, the magician found himself clinging onto the same wooden trunk as the parrot. Then, the parrot stared at him intently. The magician found it quite strange. The magician and the parrot clinged onto the same wood for weeks. Clinged into the same wood for weeks. Clinged into the same woods for weeks. The magician waited for some hope to arrive, but he was still being stared by the captain's pet parrot. Then one day, the parrot finally gave up and asked, "Okay, I give up. Where is the ship anyways?" And thank you.
Cik. Oke, mana tepuk tangan yang meriah untuk Monica Jin dari kelas 9. Oke, terima kasih. Dengan selesainya Monica tadi selesai untuk cabang lomba storytelling. Baik, terima kasih kepada Mr. Agus selaku yang bertindak sebagai juri.